What is up, YouTube? We are back in the shop again, shop 2. So I had every intention of coming up, it's Father's Day, had every intention of coming up and getting this thing going today, or do like kind of a will it run video. So that's coming soon, but I had a ton of projects. We were working on the diesel compressor, on the thermostat. I did the oil change today. I didn't film any of that because it's an oil change. The only goofy part is there's no actual fill spot, so you got to pull a bolt, run a funnel on a 90. It's basically like a fill level indicator on some of the other, like kind of like that Gorelli we worked on. Fill it up till it starts pouring out the top of that and it's full. So other than that, nothing crazy on there, and I don't really feel like working on a bunch of diesel stuff. It was hot, but we got an amazing cross breeze here, so it wasn't too terrible. Everything's kind of flip-flopped back around. So not only did we do the oil change, we power washed, well, I power washed the entire inside of that. Everything's cleaned up, good to go. I didn't blow off Dad today either. We did a thing last weekend because my brother was going to be out of town. So diesel compressor's done. I had that running for half hour today, not even close to overheating, no more temp overboils. I am still waiting on tires for the tractor, but this was also dead and I couldn't get it restarted, so I was messing around with that forever. PTO switch, again, camera off day. Just kind of jamming, getting stuff done, but I kept turning the key on. Hear that click? It's doing that the whole time, regardless of where this position was. If that's off, no click. So it's basically turning on the safety solenoid, saying that it was engaging the PTO, which won't let you start the motor. Took that apart, cleaned it up real quick, jimmied it back together, put the battery back in, worked fine. I thought it was a dead battery for the longest time. I got 2 chargers up here, this one, and they're both cheap crap, but this is my new one. I hooked that up to the battery and it decided to make a weird buzzing noise, and now it's not working. So unfortunately, that's gonna put a damper on the original plan of getting this started. So I'll be back out here hopefully tomorrow, maybe. I might actually, I know it's Sunday, but I might try, oh, what else? Before I get into that. Got the boat moved. It was sitting right here. Got that fired up, unwinterized, if you will. So that's ready to go in the water. We were gonna try and drop it in today, but weather turned on us pretty quick and I was exhausted. Dottie's exhausted, so she's at home taking care of house stuff because we've been up here every night just jamming away. Boat should go in the water tomorrow if I don't get to this, or I'll work on this and not put the boat in the water. But I also didn't really want to take it out for the first maiden voyage Father's Day weekend because I would imagine the chain is probably jam-packed. Monday afternoon, it's supposed to be hot as all heck the next couple days. So I'm gonna start trying to get coating stuff done at the shop really early in the morning. At the other shop, when the oven is on and the compressor is running all day for blasting, if it's 100 degrees outside, I guarantee you it's probably about 140 in my shop. So I like trying to do that early in the morning, or separate it where we're only doing blasting, which are the fun days because then I don't have to worry about doing any of the coating stuff. Kid's in the booth blasting his life away, and I'm off doing whatever else. So last little update for you. I know this isn't really the end of the video, but we moved more stuff in here. I got the stroker. These are 3 5/8 bore cases. A lot of this stuff might actually start coming up for sale. Complete ironhead motor that we used for mock-up for the chopper is over here. Still need to section that frame. I did manage to grab the frame jig, so this is all here. Just gotta bolt this back together and then get this thing set up on there. Cut this ironhead in half. So that'll be the next kind of progress project. And I only have 1 lift table, so I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to use that. Other things that need to get done. Super Glad needs a fork seal. I rode this here today, and now it's crazy winds and rain. So I'll take the Falcon home. But rode this here today. It runs fine. I need to do that fork seal. It needs some, I don't know if this is rocker gasket, rocker shaft or something, the O-rings. Needs a little bit of love, but as long as I keep oil in this, this should be fine for the rest of the summer. I know I mentioned wanting to rebuild that motor. I still am gonna rebuild that motor. It's on my priority list. It's just now we're in the heat of summer. I was excited to be able to have some time off from work and mess around on all this, but the shop definitely threw a wrench in the gears in terms of jamming or knocking out bikes, rather. This needs to get a tire tomorrow because I think Jesse's moving his camper over here. So if the tires actually show up, I'll be working on that tomorrow. And then ideally, if I can get that going, help him park the camper, get that all set up. We get a little bit more electrical. Airlines are done. I decided not to run any drops all the way to the wall because I have a hose reel here that'll reach it, but I need to tweak the electrical on this little corner, get myself set up for the welding. I think the high voltage ones are good. It's just the dead small outlets, so I need 8 or 12 outlets along that wall, and then the electrical is done. Then it's just a deep clean and kind of start slowly jamming on stuff. And then kind of clearing out the house garage because all of my tools are still over there other than this little Harbor Freight kit, which I'm not even gonna knock it. I built 4 bikes with that toolkit. Yes, there's some extra specialty tools, but predominantly that's what I used when I first moved into the house and started using that garage to work on bikes. Outside of welding equipment, things like that, some of the bigger impact stuff was already at the shop. So that got moved to my house for any of the Harley stuff. Now I'm basically starting with this up here again. I have way more room. I have a plethora of space, but I still kind of want to keep it minimalistic for a little while until we start actually using this spot to make some money. So that's the tentative update. I will be back tomorrow. And then rest of this video, we're gonna do a will it run on this AMF. It's been sitting here. I haven't really done anything with it. The battery is shot. There is a key, which is awesome because it'll eliminate some of the hardwiring issues that we might have to do. But it's got a key, and I did kick this over a couple times, but you know what? Maybe that'll just be the second video. So this is the final shop update video since we've been jamming. As long as I have. I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I want to go home, take a shower, eat some dinner, and then we'll start fresh. Every time I come up here, I'm like, let's work on the AMF. I don't think it'll take that much to get that going, but time will tell. You never know what you're going to run into when you dive into something that's been sitting for God knows how long. This was actually a bike on this property prior to the people living in there. This was kind of a biker clubhouse at one point in its day. This has been there. So we'll do a will it run, how I go about getting something that has never been started. It's a 2-stroke. I don't know if it's a 150, 175, 250. They made a series of them. It's an H5 on the VIN code, but we'll dive deeper on this tomorrow. I'll give a full walk around. Until then, we'll catch you on the next one.